Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. He's going to look downfield for Henry. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta regains possession of the football. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams trying to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Mahomes to throw once more. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing to 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Tucker McCann now for the extra point. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive and looking to erase his memory bank from his opening drive a moment ago that ended in a pick 6 for the first points of the ball game.
And in my experience, a lot of quarterbacks, after throwing a pick 6, the first thing they want to do is fire another one and get those points back immediately. But what really helps you get back in sync is a good, long, methodical drive, mixing the run and the pass, tamp things down a little bit.
Taking a shot for Samuel, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. It's a 1st down and more for Davis. And finally, down at the 41-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a give to Taylor.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And some strong running. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Well, Jonathan Taylor, like most guys from Wisconsin, he's not one to shy away from contact. He proved it right there.
Yeah, and this could be a sign of what this defense is in for, because, you know, all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him, or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Taylor. He juked him. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So 1st and goal and a chance to make amends for the earlier pick 6. Taylor. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Jonathan Taylor. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Jerick McKinnon to take it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott going back to Allen. He's got him again. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Hunter Henry brings it in. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end could be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Prescott. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Seven, our score after 1. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Throwing, Prescott. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Kenny Galladay there to make the grab. And the Saints have taken the lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
McCann for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Mahomes' throw complete there to Johnson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Well, you don't have to be super tall to still execute a good fade route. You run a good route, lean away from the defender.
How about a good pass?
There you go. There you go. You got to have that to finish things off. And they got the full combo on that play.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the draw is Taylor. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
2nd and 12. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll find Gabriel Davis. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. On the handoff, Taylor. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's complete to his tight end Freiermuth. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 23. Now Mahomes. And the catch made by Johnson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Milton Williams gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Back to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Christian Wilkins. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. So this defense, they gave up some yards on this drive, but bottom line, they came up with a sack when it mattered.
And we know that every down counts, but let's be honest about it. People focus on 3rd down as a real key down in any drive, any situation, and they took full advantage of 3rd down there and made a play.
So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. Rosa's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Out of the end zone comes McKinnon. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Now Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too. Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Here's Pollard. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Prescott down. He finds his target, Allen. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Prescott now from the 50. And this one complete to Levine Toilolo. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 37. Now a give here to Pollard. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Falcons grab it. And now off to the races down the right side. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So the turnover forced and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
50 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mahomes. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your run.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Rosa's kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Out of the end zone comes McKinnon. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. Wide open. It's Allen, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw, Prescott. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Throwing deep for Galladay. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They'll throw again. Prescott. Over the middle, complete. That's Henry. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. This from 54 yards away. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in the third. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Time now for Patrick Mahomes as we put him in our players' spotlight. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. It's a big play there for Atlanta. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. A throw left side, caught by the tight end flyer move. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On second down, it's Taylor. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's got it. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Jonathan Taylor, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2. Mahomes will throw for it. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Out of the end zone comes McKinnon. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They'll run on first down. Pollard. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That's caught by Galladay. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. But you said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Prescott to throw it. Able to avoid him at the 40. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Run for Pollard. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 4th down. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. And we pause a moment here because wide receiver Kenny Galladay still down. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On first down, Pollard, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
They've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Catch is made by Harry. That he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now Prescott. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 2nd and 9. To the air again, Prescott. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. Touchdown. Keenan Allen, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
McCann now for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Atlanta now now coming out on the field. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Mahomes now on 1st down. Open man is Samuel, complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Mahomes now to throw. It returns it right back to Samuel. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 44-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Throwing now is Mahomes. On the slant, he's got Davis. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Taylor. And he loses the football a 2nd time. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
We're going to shut you down. We're going to shut you down.
And at this stage in the game, sure, you wanted the touchdown. You're already in the red zone, but boy, you squandered a chance to at least get the field goal there, so no points out of this, and we stay tied.
Very disappointed team. No one more disappointed than the kicker who thought he had a chance to be the hero of the day. All they had to do is trot him out on the field. They didn't even give...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Mahomes going to throw. Buying time, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Patrick Mahomes, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Great play by him. 2nd and 10 Roses to add the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was all kept by Patrick Mahomes using his legs to get in the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Out of the end zone comes McKinnon. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Uses the stiff arm. A gain of 6 there on first. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Prescott now. He finds his man, complete. It's Hayes. And he is going to have a Saints first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
They'll run on first down. Pollard. And he loses the football a second time. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. He gets it left side to Johnson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Taylor. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there. I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Mike Zimmer's made his decision, and that decision is to try and go for this thing on 4th down. Try to punch it in with Taylor. And brought down, but the juke, a very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
First and 10, Taylor now. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. They'll find Gabriel Davis. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Now Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And the Saints are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
The Saints again ready to go on offense. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On first down, Pollard. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now this throw caught left side, and he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Now Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Well, the Falcons back out, getting set for this next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And this will be a Falcons first down as he gets it up past the 35. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Here's Taylor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right. But the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. The Falcons on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. On the return, Jackson. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's getting off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you're doing across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
Complete. Pollard. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Here's Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. First down now, but that clock rolling. And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now Prescott. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Prescott on fourth. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, a few yards shy of the line to gain. And that's going to be a turnover on downs. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on fourth.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. And they will take a knee here. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know what's really strange? I think a lot of people think that the kneel down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special.